Hello, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time, I apparently entered the Michiru route, so we're gonna get good old Micha here, and we're gonna do weird stuff, I suppose. And this good sign started it all off. Yes. From above, I hear a strange, warbling scream straight out of a kung fu movie. My first instinct is to suspect a terrorist attack of some sort, but there's nothing in the way of explosions or gunfire, so that seems fairly unlikely. Whatever the case, I clearly need to investigate. Leaving my room, I immediately head for the stairs.
Kazami-san, Amane-sanの声がしましたが、暴漢に襲われでもしたのでしょうか?
In her own room? Maybe. Can't deny the possibility, but there's no way to know for sure until we take a look. Let's go investigate.
では、Amane-sanが暴漢に無残に服を引きちぎられたことを想定して、何か羽織るものを持っていった方がよろしいでしょうか?
Or maybe we should... You do realize what the implications would be if they tried to do that. Assuming there were hoodlums in the first place, yes? Okay, stop talking, just follow me. We'll know soon enough when what she needs. Sachi, my goodness. What? Is it a rat?
Amane-san, 暴漢ですね。
いや、違う。これ見て、洗濯機の中に。
A spider?
暴漢が
I will burn a spider with a fire. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I don't care what they add to the world, ecosystems, environments, and everything. I don't care. I will burn them all with fire, and I will be happy about it.
そうじゃなくて、いいから見てよ。
はい、確認します。あらら、これは。
I peer over Sachi's shoulder into the open washing machine. It's full of colorful toy cars, a few inches in length. Huh. A handful would be weird enough, but at a rough estimate, there must be a good 100 of these things in here.
洗濯しようと思ったら、おもちゃの車が中に。
I don't get it. Does Michiru like cars or... Well...
申し訳ありません。Amaneさんに頼まれていた買い物を一時的にここに保管しておいたのでした。
When did she ask you to buy 100 toy cars?
ここって洗濯機の中に?
So this is actually Sachi's fault? That's weird.
そんなわけないですよね。なぜ洗濯機の中におもちゃを保管するんですか? Amaneさんに品物を渡そうと思ったら、それよりランドリーが汚れているから掃除しておいてと指示を受けたので。
So why weren't you in the laundry room when this happened?
ひとまず洗濯機の上に置いたんです。
On the top of the machine? Aren't they inside? Now that she mentions it, there are indeed a good dozen cardboard boxes stacked on the top of the machine. Tell me, Sachi, are these all full of model cars?
はい、そうです。おそらく箱が壊れて中身が洗濯機に落ちちゃったんですね。
Broke? How many boxes did... Amane, what are you fucking doing to actually need this many cars? What?
見てください。他の箱も重みで破れてきて。
I don't...
落ちた。箱が壊れて全部落ちた。
I mean, they're still just toy cars. Our washing machine seems to be drowning in toys.
あららららら。まあ、これでこそみたいなところですね。
You know, Amane, I'd ask if you had a phobia of cars, but you drove one not that long ago, so yeah. Amane, my friend, what are you planning to do with this massive collection of toys?
知らないわよ。私、さっちゃんにこんなの頼んだ覚えないもん。
How does one not remember doing such a thing?
それはどういうことでしょうか。ちゃんとAmaneさんの言う通りに買い物をしてきたのですが。
Sacher, could you describe the exact situation under which these were requested in detail?
私はおもちゃの車が欲しいなんて言ってないよね。
あまねさんはこうおっしゃいました。ミニカー一機がやりたいと。ミニカー一機で気持ちよくなりたいと。そう私に言いつけました。
What does that even mean? Huh. Oh, a model car riot. I don't think I've heard that phrase before.
はい、私も最初は困惑しましたが、すぐにミニカーを使った一機のことだと分かりました。一機といえば少なくとも100人からの人が必要です。
But of course.
ですからこの小峰幸、まずは100台のミニカーを集めるところからスタートしたのです。その作業は困難を極めました。一口にミニカー100台といっても、そこまで在庫を抱えた玩具店はなかなかありません。
How much did this cost you? And where did you get the money anyways?
おじさま、ミニカーくださいな。100台。5台ならあるよ、お嬢ちゃん。そんな会話の応酬です。
Not even 10? Oh, how rude.
しかし、あまねさんがミニカーで悲願の一機をやりたいのであれば、それ相応の数を集めなくてはなりません。
You... My
私は
goodness.
様々な玩具店に問い合わせ、ありったけのミニカーの在庫を。
耳かきだから
集めました。そしてここにようやく300台の。はい。
いや、私がさっちゃんに頼んだのは耳かきだから
耳かピ
じゃなくて耳か
耳かき。もしかしてそれは耳を掃除するときに使用するあの耳かきのことでしょうか。
I'm thinking that's probably unlikely.
うん。
Oh wait, no, yes, sorry. It's probably unlikely that she was right initially.
ミニカ一機でなくて
Yeah, that one.
でなくて、今まで使ってた耳かきが壊れちゃったから新しい耳かきを頼んだんだけど、耳かきとミニカー一機、まさかそんなアクロバティックな聞き間違いをするなんて。
But why did the boxes break in the first place?
っていうか、ミニカー一機って何？どんな種類の反乱？
I mean, a box straight breaking is a bit... I suppose a bunch of metal toy cars might be heavy when you get in the hundreds, but if she was able to carry them all the way here, they couldn't have been that heavy in the first place, and they probably were better supported on the washing machine.
これは
Sacha, I request that you, in the future, clarify any requests to make sure you are not misunderstanding them. Because this seems to happen a lot, and I feel like you should have learned your lesson by now. All color draining from her face, Sachi begins to quiver like a spastic jellyfish.
大丈夫です。返品すればいいだけですよね、このミニカー。
Well, assuming they didn't cost you a fortune.
メーカーに在庫なくて、いろいろ探して、おみそ、11万円ほどかかりましたが、返品を。
You don't say. Amane, my friend, Sachi's face is currently the color of moldy vanilla yogurts. What do you plan to do about this?
さちゃん、ごめんね。私の滑舌が良くなかったんだよ。私が悪かった。はい、承知いたしました。滑舌ですね。すぐにご用意いたします。
Sacher.
違うの、そうじゃなくて。
Sacher, it's okay.
違うのですか？もう何が正解か。私。困っちゃうわね。どこかにミニカーが数百台ないかしら。
You're pulling this thing again. Okay, if you say so. Just as the crisis seemed to be coming to a head, Michiru ends up on the scene with a blatantly unnatural line of dialogue. Turning her head to take in the horde of model cars now scattered all across the room, she opens her eyes wide. There's no way this is not a coincidence. This cannot be a coincidence.
これ全部ミニカー？まさかこんな偶然。でもこのミニカー必要だからここにあるのよね。
No one except maybe Sachi would believe this is a coincidence. No one.
それがね、知り合いのミニカーマニアがどうしても明日中にミニカーを300台用意しなくちゃいけないって言うのよ。なんでも夏のミニカー祭りで冷やしミニカーにして配るんだって。
Chilled cars. What?
でもそんなに都合よくミニカー300台なんてないわよね。
実は
ごめんねサチ、もう行かなきゃ。私には時間がないの。何しろ300台のミニカーを明日までに用意しなきゃいけないから。
みちる様、ここにあるミニカー、よろしければ使っていただけませんか？
いいの？だってそんな、まるで奇跡。
Now, Mitcha, you shall carry each and every one of these out by your own hand, because Sacher has to go and make, what was it? Some food stuff? What a complete farce. It's taking a conscious effort just to keep my eyes from rolling. Wait, was I supposed to be keeping my eyes from rolling? Oh shoot, my bad.
実はこのミニカーは全て返品しようかと思っていたんです。
返品だなんてとんでもない。だったら私がいただくわ。
Oh, are you going to pay for them too?
はい、喜んで。
でもどうしましょう。すぐにでもお礼をしたいけど、私持ち合わせがなくてね。今持っているものといえば偶然ポシェットに入っているこの耳かきだけ。
Why do you have that? That's probably more of a coincidence than anything. Her having the perfect thing to for Sachi to fulfill her duties or whatever on her at the time to make as a trade.
でもごめんなさいな。私って本当におバカさん。耳かきなんていらないわよね。これはみちる、その耳かき私にちょうだい。いいけどなんで？実はさっちゃんが耳かきとミニカー一機を、いやこれ説明しても意味わからないわね。とにかく耳かきを私がもらうとさっちゃんがなんですって奇跡再び。わかったわ。じゃあこれあまねにあげるわね。はい。
みちる様、ありがとうございます。みちる様がいなければもう少しで依頼を果たせないところでした。
Sachi just has such a... I am curious why, because it's so extreme sometimes.
何言ってるの？私こそありがとう。冷やしミニカーの屋台に行列ができるのが目に浮かぶわ。
So, you want to explain what a chilled car is supposed to be? Well, if they're really satisfied with this, I guess I'll keep my mouth shut. But seriously now.
それでは私、お掃除の時間ですので。
助かったわ、みちる。ありがとね。だから何がよ、こっちこそ助かったんだからさ。何よ。まあ助かってもお礼なんて言わないけどね。
Is that really an authentic tsundere attitude? I'm having some doubts.
そうです。
And we're back to this.
あれれ、何なんでもないわよ。あまねは黙ってなさい。
My goodness.
ちょっとユージと会話してみて。
I can try myself.
ユージ。
You can do it.
こんにちは。
Ah, you did it. Yeah. Hello.
来たわよ。不自然じゃない。何？仲直りできてないの？
Did we?
そんなことないわよ。普通よ、普通。
Okay.
はい。もう一度挨拶。こんにちは。はい、どうも。
Okay.
ユージ、あんたちゃんと謝れって言ったのに。いいのよ、まね。だってこういうことじゃないから。みちるこそ黙ってて。今私はユージと話してるの。
Well, If you have some solution to this, I'd honestly love to hear it.
大体何があったかわかんないけどね。女の子。黙ってってば。
Mm.
あ、ごめん。そんなつもりなかったんだけど、ただ。
Is this new? This music?
あ、違う。そうじゃなくて、私。
Why? What's so wrong?
ごめんね、本当に。私関係ないのに。いいの。そうじゃないの。そうじゃないってば。
You certainly sound like you meant it. Even if it's not how Amani's interpreting it. Her face contorted with anxiety. Michiru stumbles repetitively over her words. It's painful to watch, but I'm not really sure how to intercede. And in the next moment, just to complicate things further, Makina pokes her head into the room to make everything better because she always does that. Makina, this really isn't a good time. Save it for later, alright?
なんで仲間外れにするの？私だってお友達の一人なのよ。マキナ、仲間外れじゃないけど、今はその。何？あれ、チルチルどうしたの？顔色が悪いのよ。お腹痛いの？
Is she? This isn't like before, is it?
何？どうしたのよ、チルチルってば。
Makina, we're leaving. Just stop talking and come with.
うるさい！チルチル？うるさい。やだ！みちる、ちょっと落ち着こうか。私も言い過ぎたし。
You know, if you're trying to be sorry and actually be quiet, maybe you should, be quiet.
やだ何？私のせい？ごめんね、チル。どうしよう。
Good question. Michiru, are you? For a long moment, Michiru stares fixedly at the floor in her silence, her expression hidden by her bangs. Judging from their astonished reactions, Amane and Makina haven't seen the girl act like this before either.
No?
Milk? AIDS? No.
なんなのよさ。
But when Michiru finally speaks, the first word out of her mouth comes as yet another baffling surprise. Oh, it's supposed to be a joke now.
なんてね。驚いたっていうか、驚いたでしょ。
Well, that was really supposed to be a joke, then that was extremely mean-spirited. It's not just the abrupt attitude shift. Michiru's expression is like that of a completely different person. Everyone else in the room, myself included, is struck speechless. Amani blinks her eyes in utter confusion.
どういうこと？
I probably would have been just as baffled if this was my first time seeing this Michiru. But that's not the case. A vague understanding of the situation dawns on me. Okay, I see. So that's how it is.
そういうことってちょっと意味がわからないんだけど。
You really don't need to, at least for now.
何真面目な顔してんのよ。ちょっと笑っちゃうんだけど。
So was the other one the previous Michiru and this is the normal one? Because the other Michiru tends to be much more subdued. Maybe all the other time she was weirdly helpful. Was the other Michiru just acting like she's supposed to be the tsundere one?
ほらマキナにあまね。何ボケーっとした顔してんの？私が本気で落ち込むわけないでしょ。
But at the same time, if they changed, then clearly before she didn't hold any memory of what happened. At what point would she have changed then?
んじゃそこらのミチル様じゃないのよ。キングオブツンデレよ。ほらほらほら、もう驚いた顔しないで。はいはい、いつもの通りに。そんな、大丈夫なの？大丈夫って何が？今までのは全部冗談よ。っていうか、そんな落ち込むようなキャラに見える？
You weren't depressed, you were lashing out angry. Eh. Could have fooled me for a minute there.
あんたバカそんなキャラじゃないっての。
And you're not being timid talking to me. Huh. Is this the other Michiru then? Or,
そうなの？本気で怒らせちゃったのかと思ってすっごい驚いて心配しちゃったじゃない。
it was a pretty convincing act if it was an act. Let's just say it probably wasn't.
チルチルも意外とやるのよね。つまりあれだろ、ドッキリってことな。
Yeah, you can't complain, Makina. You're definitely the one who have done something similar.
ちょっと驚かせてやろうと思ったのよ。かなり真に迫った演技だったんじゃない？みんなコラーっと騙されちゃって。すっごい疲れた。どっと疲れが出た。さ、そういう冗談やめてよね。うっかりみんなお人よしなのよ。さ、私はこのミニカーを冷凍庫にどうやって入れるか考えなきゃいけないから解散。もしかしたらみんなの冷凍庫をちょっとずつ借りるかもしれないからね。冷凍庫にミニカーとか嫌なのよさ。断る。あら、そう、ケチくさいよね、まったく。それじゃあ私は忙しいんで、ほら解散。はーい、解散。ディスソリューション。
Stare.
じゃあね。私もチルチルにいたずらの仕返ししてやるのよさ。ああ、分かってると思うけど、ユージ君、ちょっと待って。君には言いたいことがあるんだけど。
Yeah, this is definitely the different one. The moment the others stagger out of the laundry room, the smile was completely erased from Michiru's face. You're not a bad actor, are you? You didn't really keep up the facade very well up in the hill last time. I actually sort of expected you to do as much. To be bad at that sort of acting, based on how our last thing went. That definitely caught me off guard. Actually, I should have been reading that. The moment the others staggered out of the laundry room, the smile was completely erased from Michiru's face. She watches me with a serious expression, her tone of voice cold. Doesn't really surprise me. I've got something I want to ask you myself.
それは好都合ね。そうね。教室で待ってて。なるべく人の来ないところがいいから。
Fair enough. But how do I know you'll be the same Michiru at that point? Yep, fine by me. As instructed, I immediately make my way over to the empty school building. Maybe now I'll finally get some real answers about what's going on in my erratic young friend. Even as I'm settling in to wait, the door slides silently open, and the girl in question enters. Michiru folds her arms and slowly, silently approaches me. She appears to be sizing me up somehow. Rather than taking a chair, she lowers herself onto a desk in front of me. We're at point-blank range, and she still hasn't said a word. Hi. Been a while, hasn't it? Now, no point in waiting till the sun goes down. Instead of easing to the topic at hand, I try abruptly throwing her a bit of a fastball. So, you're going to explain yourself? What the hell was that supposed to be? But as soon as the words leave my mouth, Michiru fires right back in an even more forceful tone of voice.
ユージ君、君こそ説明してくれない？
Do I? An explanation? Me?
そう、説明。なんであんなことしたの？もちろんあんなことってキスのことね。とぼけないでね。
Seems like the girl's genuinely upset with me now. Completely incomprehensible. I was expecting you to give me some sort of explanation, but instead it's yet another lecture on responsibility.
その通り、責任です。君さ、本当に無神経だよね。
Yes, I am. Michiru rebukes me in a vaguely disgusted tone of voice. Almost like a big sister lecturing her brat of a brother on how to use the chopsticks. It's coming from you. If you want to criticize my manners, shouldn't you explain who you are first? That little body swapping routine just now wasn't half bad, but it's not going to fool me. I assume you're aware of that.
私は私でしょ。逆に聞くけど、君は誰？
Question of the hour, eh? Well, I'm me. Not sure how to answer that either.
でしょ。自分で答えられないことを他人に聞くなんて馬鹿げてる。
A good evasive tactic, but you do have a situation that is much more confusing. Again with this. Whenever I talk to the other Michiru, I always end up getting lost in a fog, wandering straight off topic. But I'm not Alice, and this isn't the time to be getting caught up in riddles. Okay, look, I've had enough of the riddling. Just because you're perching on top of a desk doesn't mean you need to croak at me like a crow.
それ、どういう意味？
Doesn't mean anything. Listen, just answer the question, will you? It's the most basic rule of a coherent conversation.
ルールは破るためにある。
Oh, God. Some people feel that way, but it's hard to have a fair match without them. Here and now, for the purpose of the discussion, I think the two of us should be on even footing.
そうね。そうかもしれない。では、たった今から君のルールに従います。どんなルール？
Michiru imitates putting your hands on the Bible as she speaks. Hopefully this means we're finally going to get somewhere. Good. Rule number 1, the first and only rule. Truthfully answer the following question. Who are you?
だからさっきも言ったでしょ。私は私。
You're definitely Michiru, but you're not the Michiru I know. Listen, I don't need any more banter. Just give me a yes or no answer. Are you Michiru? Michiru heaves a deep sigh and hops lightly down from the desk. After a moment of silence, she shrugs her shoulders expressively, silently communicating the words, "You really are clueless, aren't you?"
ねえ、世の中はイエスとノーだけじゃ返事できない問題がたくさんある。例えば、1たす1はイエスかノーじゃ答えられない。これは謎かけじゃない。もちろん、あなたが好きそうな二進法に変換したら、イエスノーイエスノーイエスノーの羅列で表現できるかもしれないけど、でもそれって。
Pushing out her lips in a mild pout, she continues with a clear tinge of displeasure in her voice.
やぼったい。それもとびっきりね。
All you need to do is explain your situation. That's so. This is a problem then. Seems the two of us are communicationally incompatible.
それじゃあ君の話は終わりかな。今度は私の話を聞いて。
I lower myself onto a chair and lean back in my listening pose. Sadly, I can't help but admit it. We're firmly in Wonderland territory here. Seems I have no choice but to play by her rules. Shame we don't have any tea. I'm sure your story's worth savoring at length.
大丈夫。時間は取らせない。っていうか、時間がないのよ。そして、これは大問題なのよ。
Is it? After thinking for a while, Michiru clears her throat with a little cough. I get the impression that the girl just brushed away the conversation to this point like so many errant particles of dust. So it's obviously split personality. They're making that obvious. What exactly would that imply, though? The main things that come to mind, again, I mentioned it to some extent last time, would be the whole idea that the sort of stretching it I sort of hope isn't the case. Some sort of like, oh, you know what? I could imagine it being a situation where maybe she had a best friend that died and she just developed a psychological like phenomenon or something, like not like spiritual in any way or form, because this so far doesn't seem like a very spiritual sort of supernatural style story. But I could imagine someone in their drama developing a split personality, at least as scientifically sound as that not really is, but it's enough for this sort of fiction. Developing a split personality that imitates the personality of, say, a lost best friend, something like that. Because there is something I noticed, and while I didn't double check it, it's just a thought that came to mind mostly when editing the last episode. That she spit out a bunch of thoughtful lines, yes, and she did have this sort of like studious question asking aspect to her, like, oh, what's so-and-so, and what's so-and-so, and what's so-and-so, and whatnots. And while that certainly was above what Michiru typically seemed capable of, she never answered any of them, I think. I'm not even sure she answered the thing about the ocean's size. Did she? I forget. I might just be forgetting her answering that. But throwing out questions that you give off the aura of knowing the answer to is an easy way to act smart without actually being smart. Well, at least for trivia, whatever you consider smartness in that realm. I guess that's my best guess at the moment. So what do you think, Michiru?
まずこの子はひどく動揺してる。さっきの何？あんなこと初めて。原因はもちろん君。
I suppose.
わかるでしょ？
Yeah, guess so.
そして今日のことも深く彼女を傷つけることになる。これは君が思ってるよりもずっとシリアスに彼女を傷つける。
Well, I can't avoid hurting someone if I don't even know their situation, especially when she seems to have such a special one.
だから君には責任を取ってほしいの。簡単に言うと慰めてほしい。
Comfort? What, you want me to pet your head then? Or maybe should I get a big stuffed animal, put some candy in a stocking, and drop down the chimney at Christmas?
だから茶化さないで。明日の朝この子の部屋に来て、それから慰めて。
You think I'm capable of
と
that?
っても優しく。
Comfort me like
と
a
っても
gentleman.
紳士的に。
Comfort me like a gentleman. Can't say I've ever heard someone make a request like that on their own behalf before. People drop hints, but outright telling someone I'm weak, comfort me is more than a little unusual. Well, will that prevent any future problems?
ある程度はね。でも君がこの子にキスした時点で、それは始まってしまったのよ。
Hold on. You're making this out to be my fault, but you're the one who started this.
そうね。確かにそう。でも私と違ってこの子は純粋なの。でもこの子はそれとは比べ物にならないの。あのキスで。
Michiru hesitates for a moment, but apparently decides that there's no use hiding it. She fires out the words as if eager to get them off her tongue. So, does she hold memories of the other Michiru? Because, at the very least, the main one seems to not hold memories of her stuff. How do you even know about the kiss? She hesitates for a moment, but apparently decides that there's no use hiding it. She fires off words as if eager to get them off her tongue.
君のことを好きになったのよ。
That was only natural. Hair wave.
単純だって笑わないでね。だって生まれて初めてのキスをしたのよ。それで普通でいろって方が難しいんじゃない？
If you say so. This Michiru has a tendency to take long pauses in between each of her sentences, and it's sometimes hard to tell when she's going to finish.
何か質問はある？
Quite a few, actually. There's a whole mountain of things I don't understand. But I don't trust this hitting wall to return my volleys properly. Lob a tennis ball at her, and you might as well get a watermelon flying back at you. No. Not for you, at least. I'll ask the girl herself tomorrow. Seems like it'll be faster that way.
それならそれで構わない。でもあくまで。
As long as you're a gentleman.
分かってるじゃない。君って堅物だけど、飲み込みは早いのね。
The conversation apparently concluded. Michiru waves her hand vaguely in my general direction.
あまり四角ばらないでね。はい、これあげる。まったく、あんな数。
The model cars. So the one that was trying to actually help was the real Michiru? Is it weird that I thought so lowly of Michiru that I assumed that it had to be the other personality to make any of those clever plays on the situation? Well, not clever, but clever enough to resolve the situation. Leaving a single model car behind on top of my desk, Michiru strides out of the classroom. It's like something out of a mystery novel, completely beyond me. I'm a spectator on the ride, and the windows are opaque. I was hoping to get a handle on the situation, but it's impossible. Don't even feel like reading some escapist novel right now. One thing I want to do at the moment is collect my thoughts without the risk of being disturbed, which means, guess I'll go for a little run. With a small sigh, I can quietly close the story of the girl I named Michiru, placing the bookmark between today and tomorrow. It is very much an interesting situation, at the very least. Some things are inevitable. The carefully wrapped present you hand to a child never comes back in one piece. There's no night without a dawn. The wrapping paper gets torn to shreds, and the sun rises. That's the way the world works. The girl who wasn't the girl told me to come to her room in the morning. A lot about this strikes me as strange, but at the moment I want to get the situation resolved. Time enough to pick up at the details later. Although getting up at 5 in the morning is perfectly routine for me, I understand that I'm something of an outlier among my age group in this regard. Therefore, I decide to take care of my normal morning run and shower off my sweat before paying my visit. Once I'm clean and dressed, I pull out the mental bookmark I've wedged in between slices of time, making my way off to Michiru's room and to pick up the story where I left off. Well, I'm here at least. So, that's step 1. So, how exactly am I supposed to make my entrance? Most likely, the Michiru on the other side of this door has no idea that I'm coming. I pause for a moment, trying to think up a decent opening line, but soon enough I shake my head and reach out for the doorknob. Thinking isn't going to help right now. Too many unknowns. Whatever happens, happens. Michiru, you awake? I wait patiently for a response, but as expected, there's no answer. Guess I'll have to make the first move. I'm coming in. If that's a problem, you can tell me why inside. Like the perfect gentleman, just opening the door and walking in. It's unlocked, so my forcible entrance poses no particular difficulties. As I quietly close the door behind me, something stirs slowly in the darkness. For one strange moment, it feels as if the room itself is breathing. Fortunately, there's a bit of sunlight leaking through the gaps in the blinds, so my eyes begin to adjust. Still gloomy in here, but not enough to pose any real issues. I spent long enough in darkness where I couldn't tell the difference between having my eyes open and shut. This dimness isn't really a problem by comparison. The cloying scent of cheap candy and imported fabric softener hangs in the air, thick as tobacco smoke. Ugh. Hidden inside the stronger smells, I also pick up a faint hint of ammonia, probably a major component of the witch's brew that girl slathers on her hair. Kitty meows in here? Oh, Romel, let's have some fun. I'm startled by the sudden warmth of the living creature coiling itself around my leg. It's the cat Michiru's been doting on lately. Seem to remember her claiming it wasn't a pet, but if taking her around a room, that seems implausible. Hello, Romel. Where's Michiru? The cat reacts to my voice by pattering off on its tiny paws and hiding in the bed. Seems he doesn't like me too much. And from a little above where the cat vanished, a somewhat surly human voice addresses me. Yeah, he is. Oh, it's that blinking Bob you, Michiru? I'm not going to open the curtains. I understand it may be easy to relax in the dark, but a little light should help you wake up. Michiru's sitting on the bed, blanket draped over her head, her knees clutched to her chest. She's trembling visibly like some kind of traumatized war refugee, or maybe a child, waiting anxiously for parents who should have been home hours ago. Keeping a cat in the dorm, are we? Pretty bold. Can't say I entirely approve, though.
違う。気がついたらこの部屋にいたの。連れてきたわけじゃない。本当だもん。
Okay. So, did the other Michiru bring him here then? You seem rather forlorn, my friends. Forget to put on your tsundere attitude this morning?
うん。
Yeah, she says. Oh boy. I grab the back of a nearby chair and pull it towards the bed. After briefly declaring I'm going to sit, I do so without waiting for Michiru's response.
座っていいって。まだ言ってないじゃない。
Ah, that's more like it. Go on. Give me the vinegar.
何それ。
Well, what's with that whiny tone of voice? You're really off your game. I'll be your audience, so how about starting with your vocal warm-ups? If you like, we can restart the scene from the point where I enter the room.
そんなことしないもん。ねえ。あんたは女の子が落ち込んでるのを見て、ちょっと優しくしたりとかできないわけ？
I suppose I could, if someone told me to. But would that really make you happy?
ちょっと虚しいけど、だいぶ嬉しいかもしれない。
Huh. What a reprehensible woman. If you want my kindness that badly, I suppose I can give it to you. I lean forward in the chair, reach out with one hand, and give Michiru a few pats on the head.
何これ？
Kindness. Not enough for you? Here, take a little extra.
そう。
Well then, that should be enough for the moment. I'm going to get to the topic at hand. No need to prolong this, alright? You can just respond to the questions. Unless I'm completely off base, you're dragging around a serious problem of sorts. I'm not really looking to pry, but whatever it is, it's creating headaches for me as well. I'm not particularly fond of stumbling cluelessly through difficult situations. To put it simply, I don't like this. I want you to explain your current condition. Can you do that for me?
私何かした？いや、したんだよね。したよね。
It'd probably be worth it to just explain everything from my point of view at the moment. That's right. So you don't remember after all.
ごめんなさい。
With those words, Michiru lets out a tremendously long sigh. Sounds something like a 10,000-year-old cat accidentally brushing over his overlong whiskers against the moon. Nothing to apologize about. We can take it nice and slow, so just try to talk, alright? We've got plenty of time.
いつも暇さえあれば本を読んでるじゃない。その貴重な時間を邪魔していいの？
I'm pretty sure this is way more important. Not a problem. Don't sweat the small stuff right now, alright? Anyways, this happens to be exactly where I left my bookmark.
この場所？
Yeah, this is the start of the story, right? And you're the end. But I need you to talk if I'm ever going to decipher it.
変なの。それってなぞなぞみたい。
You're one to talk. Maybe, but in that case, you're the one who has to answer. I'll hear you out, Michiru, so talk to me. Just make sure to wake me up if I doze off from boredom. I've tried sleep learning before, but it never really did much for me.
わかった。
I had a high school teacher because honestly, I consider myself at least probably academically above average, at least according to all the tests. I had a high school teacher. There was one class that was particularly boring and particularly simple, where in that class I tended to put my head down and just listen. So he always thought, oh, I was sleeping or something like that. No, I wasn't sleeping. I was just listening and resting at the same time. And he made the joke that I learned through, shoot, I shouldn't have brought this up if I can't remember the word. See, if there's any problem with my learning and stuff, I forget words for stuff a lot of the time too. It was the process by which, like, cells use the difference in water pressure and stuff to exchange nutrients and whatnots to the outside. I forget the word for it, but it was... I don't remember it, but it was a joke I'm sure it's really funny in this story format. It's probably hilarious me telling this and forgetting the punchline and stuff. Okay, whatever. You probably get the point by now. A cat in Michiru's arm suddenly gives a single meow. Taking that as her cue, the girl licks her lips and begins to speak.
うまく伝えられるかどうかわからないけど、覚えてないの。
So are you not aware of having
いろ
this...
いろなことを覚えてないの。
Are you not aware of having this other personality even?
さっき猫に猫さんがこの部屋にいたっていうのも私が連れてきたんじゃないって言ったでしょ。勝手にいたの。ここまで来たのか、それとも私が連れてきたのに忘れてしまったのかわからないけど、
I'm thinking the other Michiru
本
just...
当に覚えてないのよ。
I'm thinking the other Michiru just thought it would be a good idea to give you something to comfort yourself with. The cat seems to be a pretty typical one. Or maybe the other Michiru was trying to comfort herself, because she's not exactly an island in the darkness either. Something that can just be let go. There's a deep wrinkle in Michiru's brow. She resembles a child trying to read a bulky encyclopedia. The girl doesn't really seem to know quite where to begin.
でもいつからそうなったかははっきりと覚えてる。あの時から私は記憶が飛んじゃうようになったの。突然何もかもわからなくなって、気がつくと次の朝ってこともあった。例えばね、例えばよ、電車の中から外の風景を眺めていると、覚えてないとしてもなんとなくわかる。
Okay, I sort of get that.
でも私は真っ暗なトンネルに入ったみたいになって、一瞬で過ぎ去っていく景色も見えないの。
So it's like completely spacing out, but instead of being aware that you were spacing out, you just sort of stop and start.
それで気がつくと長いトンネルを抜けて、その先が雪国だったらまだマシ。綺麗さっぱり、何も覚えてない状態で翌朝になってる。
So your memory's been skipping. Okay then let me ask a more precise question. Do you remember what happened yesterday?
部分的にはね、ちゃんと覚えてるわよ。ランドリーでみんなと話してて、それでユージがいたから緊張して、すごく胸が苦しくなって。
So logically it sounds like the personality change is more of a psychological, protective, like a defense mechanism of some sort. At least that's what it seems to be based on its activation.
それでなんだか頭の中が熱くなって。
Is that how it normally happens?
私多分誰かに怒鳴っちゃった気がする。途端に大きな氷柱を飲み込んだみたいに気持ちがすっきりして。でもそれから後のことは覚えてない。気がついたら猫ニャがいて、ベッドの上で私は泣いてた。
Well, that's not the best situation That's not the best situation to have a gap in your memory for, since things turned out pretty okay in the end. Localized amnesia, is it? Okay, is this girl herself aware that these gaps in her memory coincide with the emergence of another Michiru?
あの後どうなったの？私のことみんな怒ってる？
No, there shouldn't be a problem. I don't think you need to worry about that.
やっぱり。
Biting her lower lip, Michiru mumbles a single word. It falls out of her mouth with the dull thunk of a sizable rock hitting the floor. Again. What's that supposed to mean?
嫌いにならないでね。あ、いや、いつもそうなの。私が覚えてないとき、何か嫌なことが起こっているんじゃないかって思うんだけど、むしろ問題が解決していたり、 以前より物事が順調な方向に向かったり、そんなことの方が多いの。
Oh yeah, that I could imagine being a bit of a stressful thing. All these gaps in your memory, better things are happening than before, and for some reason, you can't remember any of it, so you can't even think as though you managed to do something positive. Considering her clear self-confidence problems, and the fact that she seems to be trying to, well, make up for the lack of it all the time, I could imagine that being a bit more of a stressful factor on her. Not turning her head, Michiru flicks her eyes over for a furtive glimpse at me. Words! After confirming that my expression hasn't changed dramatically, she gives a small sigh and resumes her story.
昨日も同じ。私が何か失敗をしても丸く収まってる。だから余計にどうしていいかわからない。ねえユージ、私何をしたの？
So, either the other Michiru is just smart enough to figure this out by now, or she keeps the memories. I mean, it does sound like it's been happening for some time. I wouldn't worry too much. Your memory's probably just a little confused. I'd guess the situation was overwhelming, so you had to flip a mental switch to deal with it.
頭を切り替えるって。
Michiru reacts strongly to those words in particular. Maybe she doesn't know after all. Well, I'm not a doctor, and you're not a patient. It's up to you how much you want to hear.
何それ？どういうこと？
Good question. I don't think it's that difficult a sentence, but think it over. Michiru lowers her gaze to the floor, staring at the carpet as if looking for the word she dropped earlier. But soon enough she abandons the search and closes her eyes in apparent resignation.
ユージ、全部言ってみて。
Alright. Immediately after you scream
ちょっと
the...
待って。手、握ってもいい？
Like a perfect gentleman. I guess. I don't really mind. Michiru timidly reaches out to me, her hand small, damp with sweat, trembles like a sick songbird.
それで。
Immediately after you screamed in the laundry, the other...
ちょっと待って。もうちょっと近づいてもいい？
It's okay. It's okay. I guess. I don't really mind. Michiru settles across the bed towards me. As she draws near, her fingers of her hand twine their way between mine. Can I continue now? Immediately after you scream...
ごめん。さ。
What now?
ギュッてしていい？
I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with that verb. I request clarification. Pretty please.
だからギュッて。
I cannot determine what you're referring to from that word alone. I am unable to answer.
じゃあちょっとやってみるね。
Michiru pulls away for a moment and leans over and wraps her arms around me, keeping her eyes averted the whole way. She's squeezing pretty forcefully, almost like a child clutching a giant stuffed animal for reassurance.
ギュッてこういう感じ。
Seems
どうしてもいい？
seems a slightly academic question at this point. You already are.
そうだけど、してもいい？
I guess. I don't really mind.
よかった。それで。
This little scene must look like something like a large tree, nearly ready to fall, being supported from the side by a lumberjack. A little ironic, considering Michiru is clearly the one who needs to be propped up right about now. Alright. This time I'm going to finish the sentence immediately after...
ごめん、やっぱりいい。
No, come on. What do you mean?
やっぱり言わなくていいってこと？ごめんなさい。
Alright. In that case, can you let go of me now? Is that a no?
やっぱり離れなきゃダメだよね。
Well, you can hold on to me as long as you listen to what happened. At the very least, as much as you seem to not want to hear it, you do have the right to know. Even as she speaks, Michiru buries her face into my chest. I can feel the area near her lips grow warm with exhalation of breath.
やっぱり離れるの普通だよね。変だもんね、これ。
Well, it's not especially inconvenient for me, so I don't really mind.
ありがとう。
Nothing to worry yourself about. The girl maintains her embrace for me for quite some time. My thoughts drift back to the enigmatic other Michiru. What was that?
嫌いになった。
Are you so worried about that? Is that what got you up in a frenzy? Hey, why would I? Where's this coming from?
だってやっぱり変でしょ、こういうのって。
Why would not being
じゃ
normal?
ないよね、私。
Why would not being normal make me hate you?
あ、こういうのって記憶が飛んだりってことね。今のこの状況のことではないよ。
It's certainly not what you'd call typical, but honestly, I don't really view it as a major problem.
そう。
Yeah, not sure why anyone would dislike you for something like that. And in the first place, nobody would call me normal either. You know, even I'm aware of that.
ユージは変だもんね。
Yes, I am. That's right, so don't worry about it.
優しいね。
Am I? I get that a lot. To be honest, I'm getting tired of hearing it.
バカ。ありがとう。来てくれて嬉しかった。
I feel a little guilty to hear you say that.
なんで？
Because I didn't come here on my own initiative.
そっか。そうなんだ。そっか。そうだよね。
To be perfectly honest, Michiru, I came here because you told me to.
Oh.
She seems to be making an effort to hide it now, but Michiru's clearly still disturbed. Confusion and anxiety flash across her face. Seems like this really is the one topic she wants to avoid above all the others. But if we keep tiptoeing around it, we're never going to make any real progress.
それは。猫にゃ。
Watching the cat cuddle up against her leg, Michiru slowly continues to speak.
私は自分の知らない間に何が起こっているのか、状況が悪くなってないからそれで構わないなんてことにはならないでしょ。
Exactly.
自分の知らないところで自分が何かしてるなんてすごく怖い。自分が自分でなくなっちゃうような気がして怖いの。 思い出せないことが多くなって知らないことが増えて私の世界がどんどん小さく狭くなって、
So is
最
the
後には私は自分でなくなる。
So is this where all the morbid stuff comes from? I suppose that's a possibility. Just the fear of disappearing entirely.
そういうのが怖い。
I can imagine, yeah.
でも
As Michiru pets the cat's head, it emits a noisy, rumbling purr.
朝の来ない夜はないだよね。
Right. And her voice, as she speaks those words, is slightly brighter than before. How does that one go? There's no night without a dawn, and there's no rain that doesn't end. True enough. But even if the sun does get sick of rising, as long as you're yourself, your world isn't going to get any smaller. Who cares about the rain? Morning and night have nothing to do with it. It's all you.
そうですか。
Okay. Huh?
あんたね、ちょっとあれでしょ、私のこと誤解しちゃったでしょ。
Oh, so you're saying you've
本
calmed
当はか
down.
弱い女の子だとか思ったでしょ。
I think she's calmed down.
それは全部あれだ、嘘ですからね、ビッシー。
Kapow! Yeah, sure. Just as I notice that her eyes have grown slightly red, Michiru begins snorting roughly through her nose and shouting transparent nonsense at me. The girl really needs to learn how to deal with her emotions a little more calmly. No need to force it.
無理なんてしてないもん。だから今ここで話したこととか、もうしたこととかは忘れなさいよね。
The stuff we did, by which you mean your unilateral clinging session.
聞こえませんっていうか抱きついてません。とにかくね、あんた女の子の部屋に男が入ってくるとかありえないんですけど。
Yes, that was rude. Not to repeat myself, but you're the one who...
うっさい、いいから出てって早く、もう待てない。それなら私が出ていきますんが。
Oh, fun get what? As Michiru stomps off towards the door, the cat follows at a dignified pace, holding its tail straight up in the air. You forgot your broom. Oh, how about a radio while you're at it? I hear the delivery service industry is booming.
誰が魔女よ。黒は女を美しく見せるって金髪の私に喧嘩売ってんの。
Well, your name's not Kiki, so I suppose not. The way I see it, blonde or black is really beyond the point. What's beautiful is beautiful. Right, for example.
それって例えば何よ。
For example, the cat.
猫
Oh, it's so Romeo, you're so pretty.
かーい。あんたちゃんと私が部屋に戻ってくるまでにはこっから消えてなさいよね。
Or what? Are you gonna cast a spell on me? You going to turn me into a frog? Yeah, got it. I'll be out in a minute.
あんまり長くいられると男臭くてたまんないのよ。
Oh, you know you'll love it. I just said I'll leave.
それとねえ、ユージ、
What now?
今日のこと誰かに言ったらマジでぶっこら。
Well, I'd like to see you try. I'm tempted. Well, looking back at this little visit, I've resolved absolutely exactly nothing. I achieved formal confirmation of Michiru's problem, but little else. A rough equivalent of shifting a heavy load onto your back from the right shoulder to the left. That said, I'm not really intending to take further proactive measures at this moment. Michiru's the only one who truly can resolve her problems. Maybe external aid could provide her with a temporary crutch, but that'd only make things even harder on the girl when she finds herself alone again. When you try to save someone, often as not, you only succeed in stroking your own ego. Rather than scooping them up in your arms, you should be providing a push from behind. Assuming, of course, they even want your help in the first place. Well, guess I really should be going. I leave the sweet-smelling room behind, having gained a little there, puts a fresh coat of care hat on my socks. Oh, boy.
ってことで、私ってば幼児に言ってやったわけよ。今度部屋に入ってきたら、つま先をつまみ上げてやるぞってね。
Wait, I thought you didn't want it. So this is how the situation's going to go. You're going to tell me to not say anything to anyone about it, but you're going to take the stuff that you can twist into ego-boosting stories and just spread them all to the winds. Oh, it's game. It's game time.
それはチルチルらしいのよさ。でしょ？こっちも遊びでツンデレやってるんじゃないんでね。やるときはやってやるですよ。
What kind of business exactly?
何よ、ユージいたの？いたならちゃんとそう言いなさいよね。
Since that day, Michiru seems to have gotten back into her normal rhythm, even cracking jokes at my expense. Everything isn't quite back to the way it was before, but she seems to have been gradually regaining her balance.
つま先、変なことされないようにユージも気をつけないとね。
I think I can protect them. Twisted toes? Well, that's nothing. Heard a story once about a journalist who got abducted by a terrorist group. They broke out the flyers and... Alright then, I guess that's enough of that story.
あんたは変なところで残酷描写が出てくるから嫌なのよね。残酷超人残酷スリーか。
How do you like your toenails, Michiru and Amane? And Makina?
それ見てた。
え？
あるの？残酷あるの？ないっけ？あまね、あるよね。あれ、私の夢だっけか。
That seems like a theme.
それは私にはわからないな。夢の管理ぐらいしっかりしてほしいのよさ。
Oh.
なんで夢の管理までやらせるかな。さすがにそれは難しいわよね。きっとサッチンならやってくれるはずなのよ。サッチン、やれやれ。じゃあ私もちょっと買い出しに行ってくるね。何よ。
So you can put up a front around others, at least for the sake of others, but not when we're alone together. Nothing in particular. What a theme. Huh, Michiru, stay here. The details are unclear. Keep quiet and stand by at your present location. Don't make me repeat myself again. She's totally going to disobey it. That scream from outside sounded like Sakaki. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but... Sakaki, where are you? Respond. Damn it, where is she? Sakaki! What is it? What happened? Are you crying? Fell? What fell? Wait, what? Out of the sky? Wait, what? A cat? A cat, you say? I followed Sakaki's gaze to find a familiar black cat bounding lightly away into a nearby hedge. Must have been wandering around this area looking for Michiru. Huh, that's Michiru's cat, isn't it? No, I don't think so. No, you're misunderstanding. This is almost certainly pure coincidence. You most likely happened to pass by just as it was jumping down from a high place nearby. I doubt the cat did it out of malice either. Michiru's permanent record does not obey instructions. Michiru. I thought I ordered you to stay at your post, maggot. Why do you disobey me? Oh, we'll see about that. Oh, we'll see about that. True enough, but you can't deny there was a possibility of real danger. That's why I told you to stay where you were. I really hope you can figure out that much for yourself. Not the sky. Not the sky. She's going to believe the sky thing. Don't say the sky. Let's hear this. Let's hear this one.
もしかしてだけど、違ってたら気を悪くしないでね。それって猫じゃなくて。
And what would it be?
雨じゃない？
That. No. 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 God. God, that's so stupid. 猫と雨は間違いませんよね。だって猫は猫ですものね。間違いようがないですよね。 Maybe a puppy. maybe something. If she didn't see it clearly, she wouldn't say a cat in the first place. She doesn't seem the type to make that sort of assumption.
そもそもあの猫は松島さんのだって聞いたけど違うの？
Well, she'll deny it, but it is her cat, all things considered.
違う、私は猫なんて飼ってないもん。それでその猫にじゃなくてどこの馬かわからない猫はどこに行ったの？
Hole in the ground.
馬かわからない猫？松島さん、猫と雨の違いは分かって猫と馬の違いがわからないの？はあ？わっかるに決まってんでしょ。馬と猫って全然違うじゃん。なんだかちょっとわからない。
Don't worry.
いろいろ。
Me too. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, really does look like a comfortable perch, doesn't it?
それで結局その猫は松島さんのペットなの？その猫って何？それってどれ？
Oh, good cover. Oh, great cover. Good job.
それって頭の上に乗ってる明らかに乗ってる猫。
The comfortably perched one.
もしそうだとしたら何なの？学園で動物を飼うことは禁止されているはずだけど。
Technically, she doesn't. It just follows her here.
じゃあ違う。じゃあ由美子、あんたが見てるのは幻よ。この世に猫など存在しない。
Oh my goodness, that's just a great argument. I believe you now. I'm fairly sure cats do exist, actually.
いや、存在しない。この世には犬しか存在しない。
What a world that would be. Don't get my hopes up. In an apparent attempt to protect her cat, Michiru begins to lay out a rather radical new theory. She's probably thinking Tsugagi might talk to the administration and get the animal taken away from her.
そう。では、100歩譲ってそれが猫じゃないとしたら、頭の上に乗っているのは何？今の私に言えることは全て幻。だから本当はここには何もいません。見えているのは錯覚です。
It is clearly the work of an enemy stand.
本来は姿もなければ音も聞こえないのです。泣いたけど？泣いてないでしょ。完全に泣いてないでしょ。
He really wants to meow at the moment.
二度泣いたけど？そうですね。泣いたね。じゃあ呪いだこりゃ。猫の呪いだわ。呪いで頭の上に猫がいるように見えるんだわ。
Interesting theory.
急に頭が重くなってきたね。呪いってすごいわ。それじゃあ私はそろそろ時間なんで。
She just declared that cats don't exist, and now she's insisting on a cat curse. The word inconsistent itself is rendered meaningless in face of this girl's irrationality. Michiru? My friends? If you're going to keep a pet cat, then at least try to be stealthy about it.
だから飼って泣いてばただの呪い。よくあるやつ。
Oh, super duper common.
ご飯なの
Isn't? It's quite light out for din din time.
ちょっと待ってなさいよね。まったく。
That girl really does whatever she wants.
ねえ、風見くん。松島さん、頭を強く打ったりした？
I'm not sure if you call them impacts, but I haven't heard anything of the sort.
そう。これからもうちょっと優しく接してあげることにしようって今思った。
Damn.
強く思った。
And so, Michiru is more or less back to her old energetic self. If anything, I think her incomprehensibility factor may have even increased slightly. Of course. I do understand. The girl is forcing out a show of cheerfulness to mask the continued instability of her emotions. And more simply, she's excited by her new pets. That said, no matter what the circumstances may be, This illusion and cat curse strategy strikes me as more than a little wince and cringe-worthy, even by Michiru's standards. Guess I'll see if Chizuru can get me the standard cat vaccines. There's no telling what sort of viruses or infections the stray might have picked up. In some cases, feline intestinal worms can infect human beings. Michiru's stomach is weak at the best of times, so a little caution seems warranted. I have to be careful about being too nice, though. Don't need a certain capricious creature to get emotionally attached to me. Oh, I wonder what might happen in the Michiru route. It's too late, Yuuji. There is no more resistance. Resistance is futile. Oh boy. Okay, that's where I'm going to end it for today. Boy. Okay, well, she certainly has an interesting set of priorities, if you'd even call it that. I'm not sure you'd really want to call it that. Yeah, it's all about her. I mean, I suppose I've never had something that I was so anxious and scared about myself that I just couldn't hear it. I mean, it really would be simpler to just tell her what's going on and let her deal with it somehow. Maybe help her deal with it. But again, like Yuuji said, she would have to be the one to take the proactive action. Even just to hear about it, let alone the actual methods to try to fix anything. Well. I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.